All right. Hello again, everyone. I'm Kevin Maloney, and this is a Tempest payload map update. And it's been a while since there's been a video update. The crew's been pretty busy. People have been moving. Both myself and Jameson. Jameson moves back to Calgary. Computer upgrades gone awry in my case. All sorts of interesting things. But we have kept up to our pace of development. So what I'm going to do quickly here now is update you on some of the major things that we've changed and briefly talk a little bit about the art. Andre did a blog post last week detailing some of the stuff that he's going after with that. So if you got more questions, feel free to drop him a line. But yes, so major changes. Blue spawn's been changed, so there is no direct path from the door into the spawn. It's rookie stuff. It's in the Valve developer notes. It's my bad. I just didn't notice it. But after some play testing, we discovered that, yeah, you can do that. So it's moved over here now, and there's also another door put in right here to basically get players to go down the alternate path in the back there. So, as mentioned, I did mention that I wanted to move this cart path over a little bit. That's been done. Some people are saying this favors snipers a little bit too much, but it's hard to say. In terms of feedback now, we're getting stuff from closed alpha testers as well as, of course, the team as always. Tonight will be our third closed alpha test. That's now October the 8th. So we're planning at the end of this month to begin seriously rocking on our art. We didn't have any strong deadlines for this project, basically because it was our first shot at it, and we are taking our time at it. One thing that's interesting though, if you are planning to do like a multiplayer map, especially if you're doing something payload, prepare to go through things and iterate a lot. It's tricky business, especially TF2 with the class-based format. Game flow is so important, and Valve and the community maps that are on the servers are of a very high standard, and we're trying to meet, or if we're lucky and skilled and hardworking, exceed some of the payload maps that have already been made. So we have that high standard, and we're getting there. But man, it's a lot of work, but it's really fun. It's been very rewarding to see people, our playtesters, playing the map longer than we've actually asked them to. So that's about it for my area, though. And you'll see there's lots of change for art. I did add this little pumping station dealer in here to choke things down a little bit, just to sort of help out pyros, heavies, and demos. Because we got some feedbacks and things didn't favor them too much. The ship has been a rousing success. Not going to be changed too much. We'll see what happens down here. This ramp has been changed to simplify the game flow in building C, which is this center structure right here. Lots and lots and lots of stuff has been going on with C since the beginning, and it's still under renovation. Pretty much this is the center of the entire map. I know the map is a C, but when you think about it in terms of game flow, it all happens right here, man. It all goes through this building, more or less. So Dave's been doing a lot of stuff with it. I don't want to give it away because some of that's going to be present in the build that we do tonight. We also learned that one spawn point with power-up items, which we've added at this point. By power-ups, I mean health and ammunition. Enable spawn camping, which is kind of a bummer. Also, this is the second door for the blue spawn and the secondary blue spawn, with the primary door being tucked into this doorway here. And the bummer thing about that is, who really wants to go that far backwards with your blue? So that's been changed. A lot of things have changed, and I'll leave that whole update to Dave to do at a future moment, because this is just to bring everybody up to speed, and we'll let the level designers that are responsible for their sections go over in detail. Not much going on with my section. It's pretty much a straight shot with one alternate path, so, or two, I guess you could say, maybe even 2.5. Moving on. This is part of dealing with an issue that we've had. What we've got is kind of a degenerate strategy issue, which is like a strategy that I don't know, some people define it as like people that are cheating or something like that. I sort of think of it as a strategy that a player has to employ that has some negative penalty, but they have to employ it in order to achieve victory. And people are jumping off here a lot, and it's a problem because they're taking a penalty by landing here, specifically red when they come out of the spawn up here. So they're taking a penalty for falling down here to just get to where the action is. That's kind of our bad as level designers. So in some ways we kind of want that, and in some other ways we don't. We're dealing with it in some different ways. I don't want to let that out of the bag yet, but it's interesting because we're going to try to actually use some of that and get it working for us. So we'll see how clever we really are during playtest tonight. Yeah, this area opens up and this area opens up during the spawn switch. We're doing some interesting stuff with the spawn switch tonight too. I don't really have time to cover it, unfortunately, but suffice to say we're changing the order of the spawning. Quickly I'll just really say what we're going to do is the secondary blue spawn that's halfway through the map is going to bump up 1 point earlier, like when the cart hits the second point rather than the third. When the cart gets to the third point, then red's going to get knocked back. So we're going to have a point where the middle red spawn and the middle blue spawn are open for one time. So red and blue are going to be in close contact. That's very unconventional for a payload map, but we're going to try it. We have some good reasons for doing that, but I'm just going to keep rocking. Cart path goes under here. The tube o' water underneath here, people have been really enjoying, so we're going to keep it. We were talking about getting rid of it, but it's working out great. One of the things we did a long time ago is Robinson and Jameson shrunk this whole section down, and you can see it's a lot more populated now with various props and things like that, and it's just stuff that Robin's doing to sort of enhance gameplay. There's kind of an area for cover in there. Some stuff that both Robinson and Jameson wanted to add. Lots has changed over here. The other thing that happens is there's a path that leads into from the building sort of D-ish area. It's sort of a back path that comes through here and through the main building. And this is a that comes up from the red spawn, the final red spawn. All of this has been changed. They're basically for two reasons. One, it was way too defensible for red. Blue just couldn't get it in no matter what. So through like a couple weeks of play testing so far, so we've changed that, and a lot of this was just sort of dead space, and Robin's torn it all up and redone it. So we'll see where things are tonight. So that's where we're at basically right now. Things are getting pretty concrete, and we're slowly inching to doing a full art pass once we get all our main issues resolved. So things are looking good. Thanks for staying tuned in, and yeah, we'll see you next time. And thanks so much. Bye.